I've got this hole in this piece of metal. What I want to do is cover this up with metal. And first off, let's take a piece of paper and make a template that I can then transfer onto a piece of aluminum metal that'll cover that hole. So I'm going to fit this in here and get this cut out so that it'll then be the same size as what the metal will be. I got this lined up on the top, but I need to trim off some here on the bottom. And I've got the template cut out to the size that I want the metal to be. So now I just need to transfer the pattern to the metal and then cut that out. I've got this roll of white aluminum metal that I'm going to use for the patch. Putting the pattern on the metal and just trace along the edge. And I'll trace all the way along there. And I've got a line there transferred from the pattern using a tin snip. Just cut right along that line. Being careful with this metal, it can get really sharp. I'll cut the rest of that out. And I made a template pattern for the whole piece that I'm trying to cover here. And went around and I marked where I want to put in rivets, and then I marked them, and then I just took the pencil and poked all the way through, then transferred it to the metal. And I measured down a ½ an inch. That seemed to work the best. And then here I came in about a little over a quarter on these parts here. Next thing is drill holes and then put in white pop rivets. And on this corner I ended up making 3 cuts, 1, 2, 3, so that this would go around. It is far from perfect, but it's not too bad. It's much better than it was. And then I'll put pop rivets in there, and that'll be pretty much what it'll look like when it's done. But I'll get those pop rivets in after I drill the holes. I've got this piece of metal installed. I'm going to put on some goggles, and I've got an 1/8 inch drill bit, and I've got where I want to put the pop rivets. And then I have 1/8 by 1/8 inch aluminum white rivets, and pull that handle back, insert the rivet, put the rivet into that hole. Or not. Drill that up. There's a burr in there, I think, that's holding that. There we go. And then just squeeze this handle, pops, and then I scratch the metal. Not too bad, but nah. Oh, now I'm gonna drill the rest of these holes, put pop rivets in. And I've got all the pop rivets in. Looking much better than it did with that hole in there before. Be sure and check out my other videos.